Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end. Will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have two aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 77 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone. By Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a... Turnover on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's a give to Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I need by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now this time, Brady will throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And
makes the score Buccaneers 14, Vikings nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
A gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Vikings nothing.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Minnesota.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A give to Cook out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brought down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Six yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Number 28.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Matt Ioannidis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, switch. He's crashing. You can breathe in now. Check safety. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Brady. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, Alabama. You got nothing.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just Alpha. It's just me and you. He's coming. We got time to learn.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's caught by Howard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Switch. 45's the mic. I'm on that. Get out.
Now Brady again. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. No, 66.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Buccaneers 21. Bradley Pinion.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One of these two teams about to play the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Another 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Off the play fake, Cousins. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt. Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. But their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
He was covered by Jeff Black.
The way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
On downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Johnson now returning. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful.
That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. With it on the return is Logan. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jeff Gladney. Needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
On the tackle, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
On the tackle, a gain of 4 yards, and the Vikings 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Big time right there.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Smith with a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
And 8 at the Bucs 10-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Another carry.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Down at 28-21.
Buccaneers 28. Vikings 21.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel
busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Vikings 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Devin White on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
They go play action. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and a terrific back to the 30.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bear in a mess. To the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go lose, and then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag, and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new shit. yeah. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know